today. Seems to be well into the race season and yeah, having a good time. We got 100% returns from last week's race. I know after the video we had 3 hens still missing and I think a cockbird, but we got them all back. They're all back, so we had 100% returns from last week. So even though we didn't really come anywhere, didn't really get anywhere sort of thing in the club and everything, we got 100% returns, so we're really pleased with that. Bit of a different race for us today. We don't actually have a fed race this weekend. We just have a little in-house club race because we're actually with Notts and Derby Border Fed, and unfortunately they're having issues with their transporter at the moment. So what we've actually done is we've sorted out obviously putting our pigeons onto the Derbyshire Federation's lorry, and they've taken them obviously down to Holmesley with their birds to be liberated. So they went up at 8:45 this morning. It's 160 odd mile for us. The variable east-south-east wind. So fingers crossed for that. Like I say, it's just a little bit of in-house, you know, in club, just club race for us, which is fine. You know, we're still gonna enjoy it. No point missing out on races if we can sort it out another way. So just been prepping, making sure that all the hens and the cocks are ready for when the other birds get back. Got here chopping pigeon and a jug of barley. Obviously clock's ready, and this here is our Manuka honey water. Just got to put that into the dishes in a minute, which obviously I'll do in a second. Chopping pigeon, obviously got that one ready and got the barley ready, but we have found this season we haven't actually needed it, but it's better to have it and not need it. Yeah. Sorry about that. Had to cut the video off short because we actually had a visitor. It was the gentleman that we actually bought our loss off. Yeah, so I had to cut the video off a bit short there because obviously we had a visitor. So I'll get back to you when we see a pigeon. There it is. Where you go, kid? First pigeon in. Oh, head. Good girl. Come on, sweetheart, tea box. That's 2, 1 cup, 1 head. Come on, sweetheart. Let's put you in there with your cockbird. Good girl. Good girl.
Not much point clocking that one, isn't it? The other one. Okay. Yeah.
Oh. Hang on. Oh.
Well, get him in.
Hey up, boy. You've got some heavy wings. Come here, sweetheart. Let's put this down here. There we go. Good boy. You've got some heavy wings, really. Oh. 2 cocks, 2 hens. But they've got heavy wings, so we'll see how they go. Got it in field. It's gone round again, look. Go on, drop down, drop down, drop down. Yeah, it's our Johnny's one. Blooming thirsty, these pigeons. Minute, we still only got the 4 pigeons, 2 cocks, 2 hens. Speaking to a couple of the fanciers that have raced in our club today as well, we've got that 2 of them haven't received any pigeons yet. One's received 2 pigeons, and the fancier obviously that's just next door to us over there, he's only got 1 pigeon back, although as I've just said that, one's just dropped on his roof. So I'll let you know how we do later. So just got back down to the loft before we go round for clocking, and we've got 3 pigeons back. So in total we've got 4 out of the 5 boys we sent and 3 out of the 6 girls we sent. So, but there's still time because more can still come back. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously we're going to go around to clocking, and obviously I'll have to let you know the results next week. When all results sheet and everything's been sorted. But fingers crossed. I'll just take you and show you the birds. We've actually got our hen, the hen that comes second as our second pigeon today, and she's been coming quite consistently for us. And on her first race, we accidentally spooked her because we'd actually slid the inner door shut, and then she come back and she'd landed down, and obviously the inner door was shut, so she wasn't able to get in. And as we walked to open the door for her, it spooked her off. So bit of a mistake on our part, but since then she's come good for us. She seems to have come every week and no issues, so fingers crossed that she's okay. So let's go have a look. So this is our dark checker hen that came, she came obviously second, our second pigeon for us today. Obviously it was a cockbird that came first for us today, and obviously she came second for us. She's a Phil Masters Van Riet, so doing well. This is the hen that came as what should be our 4th pigeon. She came. A little light check that we got. I know you're grumpy there. I know, because I've took your boy away, isn't it? You little grumpy madam. And then this is the hen that when we've got back, because we nipped home for a cup of tea, was waiting for us. We raced her as a young bird last year. Well, I say we raced her as a young bird last year. We sent her to her first race, and she didn't come back for like 4 weeks. And then obviously we got her fit and sent her to another race, and then she came back for us, and then we left it there. So we'll see how we go on with her. Obviously these are the boys that are still waiting for their hens to come back. They obviously haven't arrived yet, but there's still time. So we'll go and see our cockbirds over here. There we go. So that's the cockbird there that we raced as a young bird and got us first club. He's one of the cockbirds that when we came down just obviously was here. Had managed to arrive home finally. And then I'll show you this one. This is the other cockbird here, one that likes to fight with me all the time. Ah! He was the other one that was here when we got back down here. Ow! That hurts you, little bugger. Right, shut that back up. I know, you've knocked everything over. You've got no drink, no nothing. And that's the cockbird that came first for us today. He was our first pigeon back. So it'd be nice to see where we get placed with him, because up until today he's normally been like our 5th or 6th pigeon, but we'll see where he's come today. Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, you've all had a good race this weekend and had good results and everything, and you had good returns. Feel a bit sorry for our pigeons, especially mainly his first 2 that came back. They were absolutely shattered. I mean, the cockbird that come, if I just take you outside and show you, he come round there, obviously normally they come in, and as you've seen on the previous videos, they come down, they land on the landing pad that's normally there. What he did, because he was absolutely shattered, as he came round, he lost control of his wings and like skimmed the top of the loft, ended up landing on the metal garage that we actually have out here. If I can just quickly show you there, and then he got back off there and came round and landed in. And then the hen that we had that came second for us, she landed on this board here, which I mean, obviously you've seen normally they go straight into the shed, but obviously as she landed on that board, she couldn't stand. She'd lost all complete use of her legs, sort of thing. And as she went in, she had a drink to the point where she emptied a dish out and had to refill the dish. And the same obviously for the cockbird over there. We ended up having to refill the dish for her because they just drank every little bit in the bowl. So I felt so sorry for them. And then obviously Johnny, our neighbour fancier just there, he had a blue bar that came round. I did catch it on video actually and filmed it, so it should be obviously on here somewhere that you've seen. And it actually landed in the stream just the other side of that little ridge there, to have a drink. And then it came back round, landed on his shed and went straight in. And he said that it was drinking for about a good 30 seconds non-stop sort of thing. So seems like it's been a bit of a hard day for these pigeons, with it being obviously for obviously our pigeons and Johnny next door. The pigeons obviously that we've sent are all yearlings and didn't race as young birds, so obviously they've never been this far. 160 odd miles for them is, you know, it's their furthest distance they've been. So obviously with it being warm and an east wind, so it's clearly been a hard day for them, but it is what it is. We've got 4 cockbirds back, 3 hen birds back, so I'm fingers crossed for more returns, and I'll let you all know our result next week. So we'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed we did all right on that, and again I hope you all had a good weekend, and I'll see you next week.